7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother...
Is she satisfied or dissatisfied? She is just a customer, just like everyone else. Like always, giving it to you raw and unedited. Over to you, Shorty. Over to you. Over to you.
Hello, it's me again, Shorty at I'm Just a Customer, and so is everyone else. I've realised in the past couple of podcasts, or 3 podcasts, because couple is 2, isn't it? The past few podcasts that I haven't acknowledged to you guys that I've got an intro. It's a cool intro, I think. I like it. But yeah, anyway, so I've acknowledged that. So moving on. Firstly, I want to give a massive shout out at Mike at Blueberry, where I host my podcast. I forgot to mention him last week. He helped me do the setup and everything online. It was done by that, when someone can shadow your computer and stuff. And yeah, I got to say he was very patient, because I was doing my usual, why is that? And why do I have to do this? And why? And he was very patient, and we even, had a bit of banter, and what else? He was, really cool guy, based in America, and he knew London, and he's into airplanes and I think World War stuff. I could be wrong, but I can't remember. My memory is so bad. I don't know if it's age or something that I need to discuss with my GP. I have no idea, but my memory is so bad. So RAF Museum in Hendon, although it's in Colindale really. We talked about that. So it was a really nice conversation. Amazing guy, but I don't think he knows that if I become your BFF and you work in technical support, I will be stalking you every minute. And I kind of have done emailing, just that little one-liners, because you kind of gone past that whole, dear Mike, and you just sort of send a couple of words, almost just do it, or just answer me kind of thing. But yeah, got a good relationship going, so yay me, new BFF. This week, what have been my adventures? So last week, as most of you probably know, or if you don't know yet, I reside in St. Albans. So I went to the market on Wednesday, and I got to say, the butchers, the man in the van, the butcher in the van, the meat in the van, whatever you want to call it, the butchers there that comes on the market. I tell you, this is when I say support small businesses, because they are absolutely amazing. I think they're brother-in-laws and they get on so well, you wouldn't think they're in-laws. But they know my order. Whenever I go in there, they're like, oh, we got some chicken left. You got some chicken? Chicken? How much chicken do you want? Because I was the one, if you've seen ribs there recently, if you do live in St. Albans, it's thanks to me, because I did ask special requests. One time, I've got to stop saying I've been told that I say too much, but anyway. Yeah, I think it was last year, 2 years ago, I can't remember, but I did say to them, don't you do ribs? I mean, seriously, ribs. And they brought ribs in, and delicious ribs. I was addicted to their, here we go, sausages. As I said it first time. But I consumed so much of it that I can't look at them anymore. But their sausages are to die for. I remember when I first got them, sent them to my mum, and then suddenly I was having to get her them all the time. And then other people, when they tasted it from my mum's house, they were like, oh, tell her to get some more. And yeah, but amazing sausages. But the guys there are amazing, absolutely amazing. We haven't got to the name stage, but if you saw us talking, you'd think we've known them since school days. But they're absolutely, absolutely fantastic. And their chicken quarters, yeah, the thigh, because I don't like the breast or the chest, whatever you want to call it. I don't like the chewy part. I like the thigh, because the thigh is so adventurous, because when you eat the thigh, when you eat the meat, you turn it over, so you get to the bony part, and it feels like an adventure, because you find other little bits in there. Oh, the thigh is amazing. The drumstick is just a drumstick, you know, you get over it once you've gone past the age of like 7 or 8 years old. But the thigh, best part. But what I say is that their chicken, the size of the actual chicken itself when it was alive with a heartbeat, I've got a feeling it was a big fat chicken, because the quarters are just what you'd wish a Nando's chicken quarter would look like. Just amazing. And the ribs are nice as well, but it's really weird, because before I used to prefer the long ribs, but one time he never had it, so he gave me the short ribs, and I kind of felt, but I don't know if it's because of my spicing, because I'm quite a good spicer, I think, only because I don't, you know, there's some people, when you look at the spices, it's like, oh, that's just for fish, or that's just for chicken, because it says chicken spice, or that's for beef only. I'm not one of those. I literally just, whatever's at hand, I'll just throw it in, put a little bit of chili in it just to give it a bit of a kick, but not too much, because I can't handle too much hot food. Like, even for Nando's, I go for the plain. I don't even go for the lemon and herb or mango and something. I don't even go for that. I go for the plain, because when I eat hot food, especially in a dining setting, like in a restaurant or when there's people, my nose drips. Like, the mucus just comes from nowhere, and my lips get numb. So I don't know if I'm dribbling or not. It's not a pretty sight. So I tend to stay away from spicing. But I must admit, I'm not Nigerian, but the Nigerian pepper soup, oh, that's to die for. That's just the goat meat soup. Oh, I could do with some now. But even that, like, I think your lips even turn red, or might turn red anyway. And then the next morning, you know, when it passes through, it's such a painful experience. But the only thing is, it's like, it doesn't matter, because it's so good, you'll still eat it again. Even though it's such a painful experience the next morning, you know, like the whole process of it, even the wipe down, it's so painful, but it's so good. It's so good. Anyway, going back to the butchers. Yeah. So amazing guys. Love them to bits. Love them to bits. But my only little bugbear is the fruit and veg stalls. I haven't found my preferred fruit and veg stall in the market. But I do find that they're not as, I don't know, warm as, let's say, the butchers or anyone with customer service skills. I kind of feel like, especially like if you, like, I buy for one. So I'm not going to go and buy, like, a whole basket full of fruit and veg. So if I want to get 2 apples. I don't know why I'm saying apples. I don't really eat apples. Let's say 2 bananas. I will only get 2 bananas, because there's no point me buying a whole bunch, because it will get wasted. Even though, to be honest, even that's a lie. I don't buy it from the fruit and veg. I buy it from Tesco, because Tesco do that when it's green. I prefer it that way, because then I can take my time in eating it. But anyway, yeah, so the fruit and veg, I always find that when you buy small quantities, it's like, okay, yeah, £1.50 or 75p, and then it's like done. No, you know, smile or no nothing. So I haven't found the right fruit and veg stall in the market. But yeah, But I can't wait for summertime though, because I'm addicted to nectarines. It's a shame it's not all season. Because in the market, they do amazing nectarines, and they're as big as footballs. Like, when you hold it, you need, like, 2 hands and maybe a foot to help you hold it. And the juice just drips. It's amazing. Can't wait till summertime. Even, like, sweet corn on the cob, whatever. But I've gone off that now. It's a bit weird. I've just realised that I've been mentioning a lot of black stereotypical kind of food. You know, chicken, ribs, bananas. Anyway, so what else has there been? So I went to London this weekend. I was brought up in London, moved to Hertfordshire. No regrets moving out of London, because I wouldn't say, I mean, London is the place that I'm comfortable with, because obviously I was brought up there, but I've always said London's a place to visit, not to live. Oh, I don't miss living there, but visiting, yeah, I'm down, but not central London, no. Central London's a headache, absolute headache. I can't stand zone 1. I can go up to zone 2. Like, Camden's my life. Love Camden. I've worked there, a few jobs in Camden before. Love Camden. Absolutely love it. If anyone was like, go to Camden, I'd be like, yay. You know, even if I had something important to do, I'd go. But, yeah, don't do zone 1. Zone 1, it's like, especially, I can hear myself saying like, zone 1 especially, it's like everyone walks fast, everyone kind of looks miserable, everyone stops, like you're walking in a pavement. Let's say you're walking down Oxford Street, for example. You'd be walking, mind your own business, and the person in front of you, or the people in front of you, will just stop. So if it's more than one, they'll stop to talk. If it's just one person, they're either looking at their phone for Google Maps or something, or they'll just stop to look at the landscape. I don't know, but they'll just stop. And I mean, I'm naturally a slow walker, so I've got enough time to evaluate. But to me, I hate long roads, like one straight long road. So Oxford Street's not my kind of road. Even though Camden, I allow Camden, because Camden, I love Camden. I just love Camden, you know. But Camden, you've got, you know, you can go into shops and you can go into like one market, like, you know, the Camden market. So you're not on a straight road technically. So you're going through the aisles, like up and down, like a little maze. And you come back on the main road and you walk again. And then the stables will be on your left, and you go into the stables, and every time I go to the stables, it seems like a new adventure, because I don't know it like the back of my hand. So there's always things that I'm like, oh, I never saw that before, or I never knew that pathway led to that, or whatever, you know. But yeah, but zone 1, I just don't like it. Even places like Leicester Square, Leicester Square's a headache. It's so notorious. You have to get your A game, you know, in your streetness, because it's like, am I going to get mugged? Is someone going to mug me? You know, it's just ridiculous. But anyway, so I went to London. I didn't go anywhere near zone 2, zone 1. I was zone 3, 4, I think 2. But yeah, so I was doing some babysitting. I was meant to do it on Saturday, but I didn't do it because it was raining, so I ended up going on Sunday. So I promised said child that I'll take her for breakfast at, let me slow the speech down, McDonald's. So I thought, okay, we'll go to McDonald's in Hampstead, because said child lives in Burnt Oak in northwest London, and I was thinking, okay, if we go by train, it'll be adventure in itself, because I had other things to do later on in the day. So I was like, we'll go to Hampstead. So when I was awoken by said child at about 8:30 in the morning, which was fine because I was awake since 4 a.m. Don't ask me why. And something said to me, take a quick Google check. Did you know Hampstead McDonald's is no longer? I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, what? And that Google thing, where it tells you opening times, it was like permanently closed. I was thinking, how can that be permanently closed? That was there since, I don't know, biblical times. It was, and the thing was perfect for me because I thought, okay, it's going to be raining. Didn't know it was going to snow. But anyway, I knew it was going to be raining. So I thought, okay, from Hampstead Station, just come up the station, turn left, and you're in McDonald's. Like, you have to cross the roads, walk far, or anything. That place is closed down. I was thinking, what the hell? So I ended up going to Kentish Town, having to change at Camden. I was so tempted to go to Camden with her. But I don't feel to go to Camden with a child because I might lose her or something. And the backlash if I ever lost her. Oh dear. But yeah, so the Kentish Town one, it was raining. And I thought, for some reason, all McDonald's, I'm pausing because I don't want to stutter. All McDonald's were like opposite the station, or when you come at the station, you'll see it in eye view. But no, not at all. I had to go into a shop to ask them, and the funny thing was, it was quite funny because I hadn't planned to go into a shop to ask them where the yellow M was, and so I popped my head in the shop and I was like, excuse me, where's the McDonald's? But the thing is, I stuttered when I said it, and it was quite funny because the guy goes, sorry? And in my head I thought, oh shit. So I had to pause, and I think he must have thought, like, what's wrong with this girl? I had to pause, and then I said, McDonald's. And I sounded patronising to him, but I didn't mean to. It was just me having to say it so he understood. And then he was like, oh yeah, da. So I went there, I got excited. Like, we were both excited, because I was saying to say child that all the sausages, my speech is getting better. The sausages McMuffin. And then you put the maple syrup in the sausages. But I don't eat eggs. I always have to do a special order. So double sausage muffin, McMuffin, whatever. And then have the maple syrup. And then just put the maple syrup between each sausage. It's just to die for. So we were literally gunning it down, running down Kentish Town. I'm making it sound like we ran 100 meters. No, we didn't. It was literally about a 30-second run. And got to McDonald's. It was fairly empty, which was great. So she was excited because I was like, choose anywhere you want to sit. Just choose anywhere. So she was like, oh yeah, sit here. No, sit here. But anyway, ordered the food. When I went to open up, because I was teaching her how to eat a McMuffin with the sausages in it, with double sausages. I was teaching her how to eat it with the maple syrup. So when I opened up the wrapper and everything, the sausages looked like cardboard. But I thought to myself, no, it's been a long time. It's been years since I've had breakfast at McDonald's. So let me just, ignore what it looks like. Because sometimes, like strawberries, they don't look the way they smell. They don't taste the way they smell. So yeah, strawberries don't taste the way they smell because you think they're sweet, but sometimes they're not sweet. So I thought, okay, ignore what it looks like, the cardboard thing, and just put the maple syrup, just devour it. And literally when I bit into it, the first thing I thought was, what the hell's in my mouth? It wasn't disgusting. It just didn't. If somebody said to me, look, eat this, I'm not going to tell you what it is, eat it. I would not have said it was meat. I would not have identified it at all to anything that was near edible. And remember, technically you can eat anything. You can eat shit, mud, anything. So technically it was something that I was just like, what the hell? But the thing is, because I was with a child, I couldn't be like, disgusting. Because then it would have been, she would have copied me. Then it would have been like, let's go somewhere else. So I was like, by this time it was like, I don't know, 9:30, 9:45. And I was thinking, I'm not going to go traipsing up and down looking for a breakfast place. So I was like, it was lovely, yeah, with maple syrup. So she enjoyed it, but she was finding it tough to finish it. But I made her to eat my hash brown. I hate hash browns. Hash brown, what the hell is that? I hate it. It just looks disgusting. I don't know why. It just looks foul. But if the hash brown is in a KFC Zinger Tower meal, I can eat it like that. Because that mystery thing above the chicken. And I've got a feeling it might be hash brown. I don't eat KFC all the time, so I've forgotten everything that's in a Zinger Tower meal. But that's the only thing I eat from KFC. I can't eat the fried chicken. And I'm black. Yeah, so that was that of McDonald's. Anyway, finished it, dropped her back home. She was hyperactive on the train, but it doesn't matter. You know, you only live once, but kids are amazing. Then when we got out the station, I was like, is this snow? And she laughed at me saying, how can it snow? It's not snow, it's rain. And then 2 seconds later, it was like, oh, look, there's snow in your coat. I was like, oh, I'm always right. But anyway, later on that day, later on in the evening, I went to Harvester with my 2 cousins. Yeah, went to Harvester. Should I say the location? Oh, fuck it, I can't be bothered. Yeah, went to a Harvester, and first of all, we tried to go to Harvester in Sterling Corner, another iconic site. Nope, landscape now. It's like, what the hell is going on? Like, where is there? Everything is just changing, but iconic stuff. Even in Burnt Oak, the Tesco there, they're ripping it down, and yet, the first ever Tesco was in Burnt Oak, although it wasn't on the site of the same Tesco that's on its last legs right now. It was just round the corner. But even that, it's like, WTF. I'm trying not to swear too much today. But anyway, going back to Harvester, cut a very long story short. So, cousin 1 was ordering wine or something. And shared it with cousin 2, and the waitress, cousin 1 diva, was like literally divaing, ordering the wine, and eventually after about 3 years the waitress managed to recommend the wine and stuff. And she asked me what I'd want, but she asked me before. I was the first one she asked, and I was like, I was wanting the refillable glass, because I'm a soft drink. I don't do alcohol. And although like, I don't know, 3 years was taken to get to this is the wine that I want, I noticed that was at the salad bar, waitress came out with 2 glasses for the wine and the bottle, put it on the table, and then she went to mind her own business. And I kept thinking, where's my glass? Where's my glass? Where's my glass? Like, you know, there's 3 of us. You've got 2 glasses. What do you think the third person was going to do? Was I going to drink straight out of the wine bottle? Because obviously she didn't know I don't drink alcohol. But I kind of thought, or was I going to have the food with no liquid? Until I had to say, excuse me, where's my glass though? And she was like, oh, yeah, sorry. And I was like, bitch, really hate her. Yeah, it's kind of like, I kind of felt that, well, how can you forget the 3rd glass? You should have brought out 3 glasses of wine. Okay, fine. There was 3 of us there. And then I would have said, no, it was only for 2. But yeah, she only bought out 2 wines. I thought, am I becoming insignificant now? Because I don't like that. I don't want to become insignificant. I was wearing a bright red top, and I think my 2 cousins were wearing like black tops. So I was seen. She forgot to give me my refillable empty glass. I was not impressed. But the thing is, the ribs were great in Harvester. Yeah, they were fine. But the chips, disappointing. I didn't even finish them. And I remember when the plate came, I kept thinking, oh, there's not much chips in there. But thank goodness, because they were very disappointing. They tasted funny. You know when you can smell in your mouth? could smell something funny in my mouth. Like, I don't know if it was oil that had been reused and reused and reused and reused and reused like a million times, because we were there in the evening. But it was disappointing. It was disappointing. But the ribs, you know, any kind of meat, you can't really leave it, even if it tastes disgusting. But at least the meat in Harvest, I could tell it was meat. Whereas the McDonald's one, that sausage, I don't know what the hell that was. I've no idea. And the weird thing is, I actually felt a little bit ill. But I tend to do that with McDonald's anyway. I last ate a burger, I don't know when, but I remember the time when I used to eat McDonald's with no problem. And then one time I was with my younger sister in the car. This is like many years ago, and got a burger. I was driving and I took a bite. Yep, illegal move, I know. But I took a bite, chewed it, and I swallowed it. And within a second, I had to push the button for the window to go down. And thank goodness I was in a bit of traffic, because I puked this disgusting thing that was in my, it was gross. And I think it was a quarter pound of cheese, because that used to be my tipple, quarter pound of cheese. It was absolutely vile. I've never puked out of a window. And it was this guy, I remember, he was crossing the road, because my sister was laughing at him. There was this guy crossing the road, and he saw the puke, like, projectile out of my mouth, and his face. But I don't remember his face, but I vaguely remember his face. But yeah, because my eyes were shut. You know when you go, bleh, my eyes were shut, so, yeah. But, yeah, so even now, I still feel a bit ill. I think it's the McDonald's, the sausage thing. I haven't checked up on said child to see if she's okay, because I know if she's not, her mum's just going to go, wah, 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 what are you doing to my kid? So, but I think said child must be fine, because kids can tolerate quite a lot of stuff. But I think as you get older, the body starts rejecting things. So, yeah, I want to know why all these iconic landmarks are all disappearing too. McDonald's in Hampstead, Harvester in Stirling Corner, Tesco in iconic Burnt Oak. You know, what the hell? What, why, when? You know, don't take away history. Don't take away my landmarks. You know, in Harvester in Stirling Corner, that was my nearest Harvester. Okay, there's one in Burnt Oak, Deansbrook, Mill Hill, whatever, that area. But no, Stirling Corner is a landmark, you know. When you say to people, oh yeah, you know, go on the A1, yeah, you pass a Harvester, you know, then you're on the right track. Now it's like, what'd you say? Oh, you pass the Morrison's, yeah, a Harvester. It's like, I remember when they shut the one in Golders Green down, you know, that was a big loss to me. Now the Stirling Corner. Anyway, I'm not going to keep going on about the Harvester in Stirling Corner, you know, or the fact that I'm probably really ill for McDonald's sausages. Didn't even get to the pancakes. And normally, like back in the day, I'd go for double sausage McMuffin, no egg, because it normally comes with egg standard. Ugh, can't do eggs. And then pancakes with an extra sausage. You're having like 3 sausages, but you know, sausages are like the burgers. So it's like, oh yeah, they got the maple syrup all over it, you know. And you come out like thinking, oh, any minute now I'll have a heart attack, you know. But I didn't even get to the pancakes, because I was like, you know, I can't subject my body to toxic. I you know, oh yeah, and also to said child, I can't, you know, subject her body as well. But it was not that nice. So I don't think I'll ever do the big yellow egg breakfast.
Mummy too.
I don't think I'll ever do that. My mum's just called as I've just doing the podcast. So I don't know what you could hear, but I had to hang up with my mum. So on that note, I'm going to finish off now.
Mummy too.
She's still calling me, so I don't know what you can hear. But anyway, yes, I'm going to finish off now, but I'm sneezing a lot today. I don't know if it's to do with McDonald's sausages, I'm not sure. But I've been sneezing a lot today, and I'm feeling a bit groggy, so hence there's no hyperactivity coming from me. So this is Shorty from IamJustACustomer.com. You can find me on iTunes, Stitcher, blah, 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 blah. If I survive, you'll hear from me next week. But for now, I'm going to feel sorry for myself and just hope the Grim Reaper doesn't come to the door by giving me the Aussie flu or whatever flu. So, love, peace, and hair grease. Peace out.